Hi guys, it's C P Beauvoir. Today is Saturday, December 26th, 2020. And I've been feeling for a couple of days that I wanted to make this video because I have been praying a lot. I have been, for the past couple of months, I've really dedicated a part of my day. Throughout the day, I've been praying a lot and I've prayed differently and it seems to be working for me. So the thing that I pray for is for truth, but there's a specific way that I pray for truth, and I wanted to share that with you because maybe you're going through something where you're asking for the truth to be revealed to you, and I just want to share. There's no right way to pray. There is no wrong way to pray. I'm just sharing how I've prayed for truth and how it's worked for me. Like God has answered my prayers, and in sharing how I pray for truth, I hope that helps you as well. So the way that I pray for truth is actually inspired by the serenity prayer. And if you're not familiar with the serenity prayer, I have it right in front of me, so I'm gonna read it for you guys. It says, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. So wait, let me take a minute to let that sink in because it's really beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna say it again for you guys. And I'm asking God to come be with me in this video as I'm sharing how I pray because it's helped me so much, and I hope that helps you as well. So let's read the serenity prayer one more time. It says, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Now, if you don't know, I don't want to go into the whole background of how the Serenity Prayer came about, but it's actually part of a 12-step program, AA. I think that's kind of like, that's part of it. So, but I found this. I don't drink. But I'm not part of AA. But I find this prayer to be so comforting when I'm praying for truth. So basically, this is how I pray for truth, right? When I'm going through a situation that's either confusing me or I'm not entirely sure of what's happening, or I feel like there's parts of it that are missing, it's been so important for me to ask God, what is the truth of the entire situation? Obviously, we are human beings. I have limited vision. If something is occurring even within myself, sometimes we don't know what's going on with ourselves. And if something is happening with someone else, we also don't know because there's my version, there's your version, there's our version together, and there's also a fourth version, which is God, which is everything, that the absolute truth. So I have been praying a lot for the past couple of months when I'm going through things for the truth to reveal to me. And how I pray for truth has been inspired by the Serenity Prayer, as I said before. So this is how I pray. So when I pray, and I prefer to write out my prayers because I'm a writer, and that's just how I feel closer to God. So when I'm journaling, I'm actually praying as well. But you can pray on your knees, you can pray standing up, sitting down, you can whisper your prayers, you can say them in your head. However it is you pray, doesn't matter. Like, it's not the how or as far as like physically are you on your knees or not that matters. It's really your intention behind your prayer and your willingness to hear it. Okay, so this is how I've been praying for truth. When I'm writing, which is when I pray, sometimes I pray on my knees too, but most of the times I'm writing my journal and that's how I'm praying. I ask God to really grant me the truth of God, which is the truth. So I ask God to show me the truth, whether that be in the situation, whether that be within myself, whether that be entirely with someone else. I ask God to see me the truth. But over the years, I've learned that when I pray for truth, God does answer my prayers. I do see the truth, but then there's been many times where I see it, but I push it away, or I keep praying, hoping the truth will change. So I had to realize that praying to God to help me see the truth is not enough. I also needed to pray for the courage to do something about it, right? So, because that's where I was erring in my ways, because I would pray for truth And God would show me the truth, and then I would try to like, don't want to see it, don't freaked out about it, afraid about it, and not knowing what to do with this truth that was being revealed for me to me. So now when I pray for truth, first I ask God, please show me the truth. And then my next thing that comes right after that, Lord, when I see the truth, please help me accept it. Like I ask for acceptance right away. Show me the truth and give me the courage to accept it. That's what I ask for God for. So there's three parts. I ask God to show me the truth. I ask God to give me the courage to accept it. Like, please show me the truth. Please give me the courage to accept it. I don't want to go into try to change this truth. Please don't make me like I don't want to run away from it. Show me the truth and give me the courage to accept this truth. And then lastly, the third part, I ask God, and please give me the wisdom to know what to do about it. Because again, I got to the point where God shows me the truth, right? But I wouldn't accept it. Then I started praying to accept it. And then once I accepted the truth, I realized that, okay, so now what do I do about it? Because I would feel stuck. Like, what do I do now? I've accepted this, but what is the best thing to do moving forward now that I know the truth and I see the truth? And I realized that sometimes I would think I would make the right decision, but I wouldn't. And I realized like sometimes I would make no decision at all, which I think is worse, because not making a decision is deciding that everything is going to stay the same or get worse. So I had to ask God to also give me the wisdom to know what to do with that truth. So it's like a circle. I ask God to show me the truth. Please show me the truth. I ask God to give me the courage to accept this truth. God, please. Because let me tell you, this girl right here, this woman right here can be so stubborn at times. Like, I know that I've shared before that I am a very empathetic person, and sometimes I have been a toxic empath. I'll admit to that, to the point where I just always want to see the best in people, and sometimes to a fault where it's literally destroying me. Like their dark side is destroying me, but I so see the light within them that I hang onto the light. And sometimes the light is not even a light, it's a fire that's burning my hands, but I just want to help you and save you. And when I really need to be doing that for myself. So yeah, I had to ask God for the courage to just see the truth and accept it as is, no matter how painful it may be. And of course, asking God for the wisdom to know what to do about it. Because now that we're on the topic of toxic empath, part of my toxic empathy has been to really hang on to some people for too long, hang on to some situations for too long, thinking that, oh, I'll just love this person through this. I'm gonna love them so much. I'm gonna show them so much love and kindness, and they're just gonna be okay because they just need love, right? Toxic empathy, I tell you. I mean, people talk about toxicity as far as like, bad behavior, but I feel like empathy without boundaries, empathy, us, empathetic people, we think like we can be toxic empath. It's just that the world doesn't, like people who are abusive to toxic empaths, like, okay, yeah, they beat us up, but the world as a whole does not the world doesn't want to cut your head off if you're a toxic empath. In fact, the world wants to celebrate you, so and take advantage of your empathy. Because so I'll probably have to do another video about toxic empathy and how I've been a toxic empath many times, because I think that's so important, because we are not, like, when we talk about toxic, I think they just cover the other side of it, not realizing like, yeah, empaths, we can be toxic, and the people we are most toxic to is ourselves, ourselves, at times. So anyway, so that's how I pray for truth, and I gotta tell you guys, it's been a life-changing method for me, because, and I get it, it comes, I see the truth, I accept it. God gives me the courage to accept it as is, and God also gives me the wisdom to know what to do about it, and to do what I need to do about it. So it's been life changing for me. I love this method of praying, especially when it comes to me asking God to reveal something to me that I'm either confused about, worried about, anxious about, especially when it involves someone else. So it's been really, really great to have that method of prayer. I hope this is how I've been praying for truth. I wanted to share that with you guys. I hope this is helpful to you. Try it. Like I said, I usually write this in my journal because I'm just like, I'm a writer, and writing to God feels closer to me. That's how I feel closest to God. Some people feel closest to God when they're singing to God, when they're on their knees, when they're talking, when they're just thinking. How you pray to God, that's not the part that matters, whether you get on your knees or you're standing up or you're sitting down. What matters is the process, like the intention. And that's what I'm saying. When I'm praying for truth, there's a whole intention behind it, which is asking for the truth to be revealed to me, asking God for the courage to accept the truth as is, and also asking God for the wisdom to know what to do about this truth and to actually do what I need to do about this truth. So, yeah, that is my process, which is inspired by the Serenity Prayer. I love you guys. Have a great and beautiful day. And my prayer for you is that you see the truth within yourself, that you have the courage to accept the truth within yourself, and that you have that God gives you the wisdom to know what to do about this truth. I love you guys so much. Have a great and beautiful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.